Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 3 of Breaking Bets. Joined with Nick Cabral and Joseph. Boys, how are we feeling about week 2?
A lot more high scoring than week 1, I feel like. It was just more entertaining all around. Week 1 sucked, honestly.
Way more scoring. Way more entertaining games, I'd say.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Forgot to mention, we finally have Nick in person today.
What's going on, guys?
The primary senior editor.
What's going on?
Believe
Good
it
to
might
be
be
here.
up in the pick competition too, which actually we might lose, boys. Our guest picker is,
He's on fire.
yeah, he's on fire. He might beat us. I haven't done the total standings yet.
I went like 2-6 this week.
Yeah,
It
we'll
was
go
bad.
through the standings next show. But let's start off with weekend notes. You guys have a good weekend?
Yeah, I went clubbing both Friday and Saturday, so it's usually what I do on weekends.
I was with cousin Joe at the clubs.
And Nick,
I was
actually.
also with them. I had a better weekend than most of the guys
Oh, yeah.
Get
at the
into it.
casino. We went clubbing at the casino, and after the club closed, we went to the blackjack table. I ended up putting $100 down on the table, and ended up flipping it and making $825, walking away. And the guys decided to stay a little longer, and I decided to go back to the table, put $100 down again, and ended up winning $1125. So walked out around $2,000 that night. So a pretty good weekend,
Yeah,
I would
Nick,
say.
Nick hit a crazy double down.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, that was sick.
The double down of a lifetime, eh?
It really was.
I was just trying to walk out there because the last time we went, I had lost money. It was my first time at a blackjack table, and I just wanted to walk out there with double my money, so $200, and I ended up walking out with around $2,000. So it was a good weekend, and always a good time with the guys. So that's how my weekend went.
Just guys being dudes.
Yeah, all of us
Literally.
are
Sounds
down.
like.
Yeah,
All
I
of us
just
are
kind
down.
of stayed in this weekend, watched some college football. Finances right now, I just had to dump like $400 into books for school, so that wasn't too fun. So
Been
trying
there, done
to
that.
maybe next weekend after.
I think
who
I
knows?
went 0-8 on parlays this week.
I think we all did. The Chargers fucked me huge. We'll get into that. But let's recap a little college football before we get into NFL. Start off with Colorado. 24-point favorites. They won by 8 in overtime. Shadur Sanders, 98-yard drive to tie the game.
I think that's already case for game of the year. Like, actually.
I think that
Just
might
'cause,
be
like,
one of
the
the best.
There you go.
I think that might be one of the best drives in college history, to be honest, coming from a team who's last year had one win the whole season. So
even with a key player hurt.
But Prime brought the Louis bags down to Colorado. Bold man.
No, I think Shadur is NFL ready. I think he might, I think he should probably stay another year because Caleb Williams is going to go number 1 this year. But if he stays another year, he could probably be number 1 pick next year.
I would just
easily.
stay another year anyway. He's going to make more money off the NIL than
Yeah.
he is at the rookie contract.
I also wanted to mention having this game at 10 o'clock Eastern time, absolutely criminal
we-
by the NCAA.
We went, and it was playing at 8. We went to the club. We got out at 2, and it was still on.
Yeah, no, it ended at 2:30. I went to bed like maybe 15
Yeah, that
minutes
was
after.
nuts.
It was rough, absolutely criminal. Speaking of criminals, number 11, what was his name, Nick?
it was Blackburn.
Blackburn.
Yep.
That guy is an absolute criminal. Should have got put in handcuffs after that hit for
Yeah,
Travis.
He was celebrating after it, too.
Yeah. I mean, that game was chippy. The fact that it was at 10 p.m., if Colorado lost that game, the NCAA should be under investigation for some type of criminal activity because
Agreed.
every celebrity and their fucking mother was at that game. We're talking about The Rock, Pat McAfee, Stephen
Offset.
A.
Woo,
Yeah,
woo,
Offset,
woo, woo.
mid-interview.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne,
rap.
yeah.
That Lil
That
Wayne
was
bringing him out of
crazy.
You know what? Kawhi Leonard doesn't go to much Clippers games, but he was at the Colorado game.
That was a good one. Kyle Lowry was there,
But, yeah, I mean, Colorado 3-0 going into Oregon next week. We'll see how that
That
goes.
might be another
That's a true
shootout
test
game.
for them. That's a true test for them.
You know who didn't look good?
Who?
Alabama.
Alabama
They
didn't
aren't
look
figuring it
good.
out.
Before we get into Alabama, I wanted to mention, do you think Colorado should have stormed the field after the win? Being 24-point favorites, and you storm the field?
I personally don't. I think being 23-point favorites, I just don't think that even after that game, I know it's a dogfight. It's between Colorado State and Colorado. I mean, it's a rivalry. You know what I mean? I just don't think that it should have been that much hype after the game. One, because they had lost one of their best players on the field. And I just think that it's kind of like a respect thing at the end of the day. Like, you shouldn't storm the field, especially after your team.
Oh no, you storm the field. I mean, like if there's certain times in college sports where you storm the field.
But I think storming the field is kind of cool. Is like cool.
Oh, it would be cool.
It's definitely
I'm just-
better. It's like a fan experience.
Yeah.
But my point is being a 24-point favorite and only winning by 8 in overtime, does that warrant a storm the field moment?
Well, I think it's more the game-winning drive that warrants it.
That's true. That's true. It was just a question.
2-point conversion is ballsy.
Well, no. So in college, the first drive you can do the touchdown and the extra point, and then if the next team does the same thing, the next drive for like overtime 2, you have to go for 2. So yeah, it's like complicated. We won't get into it.
that's
But yeah, like you said, Alabama sucks. They only
terrible.
won by like what?
I think
10,
both QBs
13?
look terrible.
Yeah, I mean you might as well stick with Milroe.
They're gonna need a transfer.
But they moved down to 13 in the AP poll. No, there's no chance they make playoffs.
Oh no, their
No
season's
way.
done.
Yeah, no way. Georgia struggled a little, but they ended up coming back.
that BC game was pretty good.
The BC game was pretty good too. Florida State, they bumped down to 4 after that. Texas moved up to 3. Last note of college football: Tennessee, cute season last year. They're not. Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Florida just outright dominated on both sides. I think I had Florida not winning the game, but I had the spread, and I just think they dominated.
Yeah,
from
see, I took Tennessee winning the game, but the problem is I didn't realize that they haven't won a game at the Swamp since 2003, and that warranted a Florida Gators bet plus 175. But you know what? We move on. We adapt. That fight at the end of the game was pretty hilarious, too.
Oh, yeah.
The
They legit
DB and the
squared up.
lineman squaring up at the end zone.
Dude's like 350, dude. No way
The
that the
Colorado
other
game
guy's
had a
winning.
lot of beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of beef going into that one. That was a fun game to watch. Definitely a fun game to watch. I didn't think it was going to be that close. I thought Colorado was going to shit on them.
Honestly, same.
Yeah, I think maybe, having that, like, full day of, like, preparing for that game just kind of, like, weared Colorado out in, like, all those interviews. But let's get into NFL, boys. First game, we got the Bills versus Raiders. Bills win 38-10.
Raiders honestly looked good in the beginning. I thought it was going to be way closer than it was, but
Yeah, the first drive when they scored.
Jimmy G was looking pretty
Yeah.
solid. Adams was looking good, finally getting back into shape. But, Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things surprisingly after that week 1 performance.
Yeah, they definitely needed this get-right game to they needed to blow them out. They covered the
Yeah.
spread. They needed this
'Cause
very
if
bad.
they lost that game, I think their season was probably
Or if it was
done.
even, like, close. I mean,
Yeah.
that was in Buffalo against the Raiders, who aren't supposed to be that good. They have to blow them out in that game.
Yeah,
James
it's-
Cook looked really good, too, 123 yards.
Matt Murray looked pretty solid too.
Yeah, he's getting goal line touches, vulturing
Yeah,
at the
he's a
goal
vulture.
line.
See Allen try hurdling that dude into the end zone.
That's 2 weeks in a row he's doing that.
He's like just trying to be Superman all the time.
He needs to stop before he gets hurt.
Anything else on this game? Nick?
Not much, honestly. Just Josh Allen dominating. I think Josh Allen, he's unreal, like everything he does. But honestly, there's not much to say. I mean, it was the Bills versus the Raiders. Like, we already knew what the outcome was most likely going to be. So I don't really have much to say. It wasn't really a game I was expecting.
I'm not really
upset.
sold on Josh Allen yet this year.
I think he's still a superstar.
Yo, I
player,
think he's
but-
superstar
I
level,
think he's
but
top 3 still.
I don't think he's MVP talent right now.
No, definitely not. No.
But the Bills' defense, it looked shaky in the first quarter. They ended up looking like last year's selves out of
that
the
interception
defense.
was nasty.
You guys
By
want to do
Josh Jacobs.
top 5 QBs after this? Just
Yeah.
off the top of our head,
Yeah.
after the whole recap.
Yeah, I'm
we'll
done.
we'll put that for Sunday shows now.
I wish we could wait for that till after this game.
Yeah, I
'cause if a certain aquatic animal team won, they're the guy going in my
Honestly,
top 5.
Honestly, even Mac Jones, like
Oh, top 5. I don't know about that,
300
brother.
passing yards, 3 touchdowns last game. Well, are we beefing up this season or just like?
No, just like the top 5 in the league.
Yeah,
Like,
just
you're
like
right.
top 5 in the league right now. All right, next game. We got the Ravens versus the Bengals. Ravens prevail, 27 of 24. Burrow tweaked his calf again.
I was disappointed.
They didn't look good in the first half. They did pick it up in the. I did say
They'll start off slow.
I did say they'd start off slow and then pick it up, and I think ultimately that would screw them and the Ravens would win, which was what happened. But now that Burrow's kind of hurt now, might affect them. I don't like. They have a tough schedule. I have it written down. The notable opponents. They versus the Browns. They versus the Steelers twice. Could easily split that between them. They versus the Ravens again. They versus the Rams, who we'll get into later, look somewhat convincingly legit.
Yeah, even with J.K. Doman's done.
Yep. And then they have the Titans, who somehow put up good games against everyone. They versus the Niners, they versus the Bills, they versus the Jags, they versus the Chiefs. I mean, that's just a tough schedule.
I'm not really
I'm not
worried
saying
about
that you can go.
I'm not really worried about them, but I know Chase is going to bounce back eventually. But he can't seem to get open.
Yeah, I'm not going to go as far as they won't make the playoffs, but
No, I
I'm
think
definitely.
they'll sneak in even if they're playing bad.
I think the Ravens are going to win the division probably.
The Ravens look legit after these first 2 weeks, and Zay Flowers, if he just keeps it up and just keeps improving, he could legitimately win Rookie of the Year.
OBJ
bro.
got hurt.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I mean,
who's even their wide receiver?
what a
too?
surprise that
If he's
OBJ,
out.
I was just
Rashad
doing-
Bateman.
The math on my phone.
Oh yeah, Bateman. But
Zay Flowers currently on pace for like 1,200 receiving yards. Like if he gets that, that's Rookie
I
of the
did
Year.
put in
Jet
my
sweeps.
I did put in my notes. Zay Flowers equals good.
Zay Flowers equals elite.
I think he's like the second best weapon on the team behind Mark Andrews. I'm not counting Lamar.
He might be first, to be honest.
Zay Flowers just have that energy
Yeah.
of like,
He
incoming
definitely
superstar.
brings more to Lamar now that Lamar has a receiving game, which was the excuse the last 3 years. So
He's like a better Marquise Brown for Lamar.
100%.
Yeah, no, that's a good comparison. Maybe not the same speed demon, but
Yeah, but just like as a player,
yeah.
I feel like the jet sweeps, like he can do everything.
All right, next game. Game that probably screwed a lot of people over, including myself. Chargers Titans. Titans win 27-24 in overtime.
Herbert's starting to worry me, man. Like I'm wondering if he's gonna start getting the overrated. Like
I don't think it's
assumptions.
Herbert.
It's not Herbert's fault.
I'm not like a Herbert fan, like any of that. But Brandon Staley is just screwing that
No,
team
yeah.
year in, year out. I mean, you go 2 years ago when all they had to do was just run the clock, tie against the Ravens to make the playoffs, and this bonehead takes a timeout. Raiders freaking run the ball up the middle with Jacobs, get the first down, kick the field goal.
Yeah.
Chargers out of the playoffs. Last year, we're up 27-3 against the Jaguars and let them come back. I mean,
Yeah.
why is this guy still coaching? And then now they're 0-2. I mean, I get it. You let up points against the Dolphins last week. The Dolphins are going to be the Dolphins. But the Titans, it's just like unacceptable.
no, you can't lose that game. That
And
was awful.
Staley's a defensive guy. He's a defensive guy.
That Chargers defense had a lot of hype surrounding it coming into the year. J.C. Jackson does not look like a cornerback.
Well, yeah, I have it written down. Like, they're paying all this money to the defense. They got Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson,
Derwin James.
Asante Samuel.
yeah, dude, you can go on and
had
on. They're
so
paying
much hype.
all these people, and they're giving up points.
Chargers low-key got screwed earlier, though. They did a headhunting with Derwin James,
Yeah.
and that was not. It was a clean hit.
I just don't.
Either way, dude, like,
don't
they
get how
shouldn't
they're
be
letting-
losing against the Titans.
Yeah, they're letting Tannehill drive down their throat.
Bro, Tannehill, like, they made him look like an all-pro
He was
today,
throwing
dude.
50-yard
Exactly.
bombs.
Like they let's give credit where credit's due. I know we're shitting on the Chargers right now, but let's give credit to Mike Vrabel. I mean, that guy
Yeah.
might be a top 5 coach in the
It's 'cause
NFL.
he's a former Patriot.
He got that Patriot way in him. I mean, the Chargers are just starting to
Keenan
look like.
Allen did not look like he was a 31-year-old receiver.
No, he
No,
looked
the
elite.
offense looks
He
great.
was unreal today.
The offense looks great.
I think they should get the rookie more involved.
Yeah, Quentin.
He's like kind of the fourth string. Like Palmer's getting playing time over him.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Eckler out today didn't help them, but I mean, you still got to win against the Titans, man. You still got to win
Yeah.
against
I know
them.
this kind of contradicts what I was just saying, but I'm not saying Herbert is overrated, but I'm saying the conversations could be coming. But one of his throws to Keenan Allen in the end zone today, he was like getting tackled and still like fired it in there. It was unreal. It was like unreal arm talent.
His arm power is nuts.
Are we gonna label the Chargers the F word?
Frauds?
Yes.
As of right now, them and the
Yeah,
Bengals are frauds.
I think they're frauds. Yeah.
Damn.
It's just that defense. The offense is solid, but the defense is.
And Eckler
destroying.
didn't play today either.
Yeah.
He's, like if they had,
I'm calling them
different.
frauds. I mean, they're just no. You can't lose against the Titans. I hope this
Yeah,
comes to
there's no
bite
way.
me, but
I don't see a single positional group on both teams where the Titans blow them out of the water. I guess just today, Henry's obviously so much better than Kelly, but the Chargers are better at every single position.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's no excuse.
It's literally just the coach.
Burks looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Burks did look good.
Hopkins, he was slow in the first, but he got those game-ending drives.
All right, next game. Packers-Falcons, 25-24, Falcons dub. Falcons are finally on the other side of a comeback victory,
Yeah,
huh?
Drake London finally caught a ball.
Yeah.
Should have started him. Should have started.
Bijan looked really good.
Oh
Too.
my
Yeah,
God.
Bijan looked
Bijan's
very
taken
good.
over.
I have
I think we've seen not the last of Algier, but I think so.
I have his stats written down. 19 carries, 124 yards, 4 receptions for 48 yards. So total yards is 172 from scrimmage.
On a certain play today, he was legit snatching ankles. He
Yeah,
made
he-
that
he
I'm
did
defense.
still not
last week,
sold
too.
on Ritter.
No, I'm not sold on Ritter. No, Ritter's awful. I think the worst part about the Falcons possibly being good this year, because, I mean, they're 2-0. We'll respect the 2-0 team. I think the worst part about them being good this year is that they can't, unless they trade up or something, they can't draft a Q. I don't think Ritter's the guy. Because their defense is good, too.
No, their defense is really
Because
good.
they were even winning games at Marcus Mariota last year.
Yeah, and my thing with Arthur Smith is why draft Kyle Pitts? And I was gonna say Bijan too, but then I looked at his stats and I'm like, oh shit.
I know. he went crazy.
But why draft these guys if you're not gonna use them?
Pitts
But
is
maybe
probably
it's
the
a
most
Desmond Ritter thing.
underutilized tight end in the game right now with his
Yeah,
talent.
I mean we mentioned it before. He was the most probably hyped tight end prospect of all time, coming out of Florida. And as like I said, if Brock Bowers doesn't succeed in the NFL, the tight end position's dead.
The Packers, though, I just wanted to jump over to them. What?
I was like, hopefully we can get that background noise out.
Oh,
It
yeah.
won't even be in.
Nah, it'll be
Just
good.
cut it.
I don't know. Last time the beeping.
No, we'll
was
just
in
cut
the
it
background
from
and
the
shit.
time it
It's
starts.
fine.
I just wanted to get into the Packers, though. I want this organization to do a favor for Jordan Love that they never did for Rodgers and draft him like weapons instead of drafting positions.
I mean, Watson didn't play today, so.
no, I know,
I
but
think
none of them are
sold
elite.
on Love.
Yeah,
I think he's
dude,
all
he's
in.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
balls.
I wrote down the Packers still look good.
I'm sold on
they,
Love.
Yeah.
they didn't Jordan Love had 3 touchdowns today, no
And-
interceptions. They just kind of took their foot off the gas and
And
ultimately
the
lost.
rookie Jaden Reed really broke out today. He was
Yeah,
going
I
crazy.
dropped
Yeah.
him in fantasy last week.
Yeah, so I think Packers are still good. I'm not worried about
And
them.
Aaron Jones didn't play.
But I
either.
mean, I just
Yeah.
all
I'm-
credit to the Falcons.
I'm off on A.J. Dillon.
A.J.
I'm
Dillon
sorry.
Oh,
sucks.
AJ,
I was a
dude, he
fan of
didn't
him
do
because he was
anything.
coming out of BC.
Literally, all that guy's good for is if you need 1 yard for the first down or the
He'll
touchdown,
get
just
that
put him in
1
for
yard.
that. That's it. The guy's a fullback at Art. That's all he is.
Yeah.
definitely a fullback with those hammies.
Yeah, I know.
I was thinking
Quad-
that.
Biggest hammies in the
Quadzilla.
league.
That could feed a family of 4 for like a month. Actually.
All right, next game. You guys want to do Colts Texans first or Seahawks Lions?
Colts,
Let's
Texans.
do Colts because Anthony Richardson looked really good on the run.
I know it's unfortunate he got hurt, and Trevor
Minshew
Lawrence
looked
did. Trevor Lawrence did warn him.
Yeah,
Did
no,
warn
you
him.
got to protect yourself. Like,
I mean,
look at
it wasn't a touchdown though. Like he got hit late, kind of.
if I'm Anthony Richardson this offseason, I'm going to jiu-jitsu with Tua. I'm learning how
Yeah,
to.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was on the head slam, but even Minshew looked like really solid coming in.
No, yeah, I'm a big fan of this Colts coaching.
But you know who
staff.
didn't show up? Michael Pittman.
Oh yeah,
I
let's
didn't even
get
see
in.
him, dude.
Let's get into that. No apology, boys. 8 receptions for 56 yards. He did not get the 60 or the touchdown. So, sorry guys, you will not be seeing us wear Michael Pittman jerseys on our knees anytime soon.
Michael Pittman sucks.
Another notes I had. Nico Collins fantasy watch. 7 receptions, 146
Yeah, he looked
yards
really
and a
good.
touchdown.
Oh, he looked fucking.
Tank Dell
unbelievable,
looked
dude.
really good too.
Yeah, so how are we feeling about CJ Stroud? Or like I wouldn't say I'm sold on him, but I'd say he can be a decent quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, I think he'll
Yeah,
be
he's
good.
showing a lot of promise.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean,
Like-
I haven't seen him make any like bonehead mistakes yet. He did in the preseason, which I guess is good. Get the hiccups out of the way.
Yeah, I think he needs one of those like tight ends that can get him like a first down on those third down plays because I don't think Dalton Schultz is it for him.
Bro, and they almost came back. Like, what was it, 31-10 at some
Yeah.
point?
31-20.
Like they have a lot of young, like nice receivers, but I think they need a tight end position.
Speaking of that, I did say the over was going to hit. It did hit. Over
Yeah.
was at 40. Hit 51. So
Now, if Richardson could stay healthy, though, he's going to be so nasty.
yeah,
Dude,
I just want to.
so
I want to
good,
see
dude.
more of his arm play. Like we haven't really seen anything yet.
Yeah, I feel like he's just been running it the whole time. That's
Yeah.
what I saw today.
And when we know him to have a cannon,
but we also haven't seen him make any bonehead plays throwing the ball.
Which
so.
was the big worry with him, like being a
Exactly.
bad decision maker. But he's taking care of the ball, and he's
I-
completing a decent amount of his
I just
passes.
want to say no homo because I just said we know him to have a cannon. That sounded really sus.
All right. Any other notes from that game, or should we move on?
Move on.
All right, Seahawks Lions. Seahawks win in overtime, 37-31. I did say this was a trap game.
No, you did, and I wasn't surprised that Seattle won. But coming off a win against like the Chiefs, I thought the Lions would have looked a little better.
Yeah,
Their
I'm
offense
kind of
looked
sad
good.
that Detroit didn't win this game.
I think so. I think the ultimate reason why they lost this game was the turnovers cost them. I mean,
Yeah.
the David
And-
Montgomery fumble coming right out of the half in Seahawks territory. Seahawks drive down, score.
Speaking of David Montgomery, he sucks. I hate Dan Campbell. Give Jameer Gibbs the
yeah,
ball.
what
bro.
do you get? 7 rushes for 14 yards, and they're all shitty plays.
7. So
They want him to fail, like with the work they
Montgomery
give him.
did have a touchdown, but he just got called back on a flat.
But he scored again on the one later.
Yeah, so I
Jameer
mean,
Gibbs had 7 carries. He did have 7 catches though and 9 targets. But I do agree they need to get him running the ball. I mean, it was disrespectful when I saw Craig Reynolds running
No,
the ball.
I know.
They're
They-
giving him the DeAndre Swift treatment. Like you just can't escape it in Detroit. It doesn't make any
I'd run
sense.
through a wall for Dan Campbell, but then there's times where I'm like, I hate this guy. Just give your playmakers
I don't know what
the
he
ball.
loves. Like huge running backs. Like he's not a fan of like the Christian McCaffrey type.
Yeah, he loves those big girthy backs, bro.
Yeah, so back to back to the turnovers costing them. So they had that fumble, and then Jared Goff unfortunately breaking that 385 straight throw.
He was so close to
streak,
the record.
and unfortunately it resulted in a pick 6.
That
So I
honestly
just
probably
think-
lost him the game.
Yeah, I just think both. I mean, they came back 10 and forced it to overtime, and then Seahawks got the ball in overtime, drove down. I just want to say though that was a fucking hold on Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That shouldn't have been
blatant.
a touchdown. I'm not saying Lions would have won the game, but that was a damn hold.
Yeah, it was blatant, too. Like,
Yeah.
that's bogus.
100%. One other note I have is that for the next time these two match up, the over has hit 6 straight times in this matchup.
Oh, wow.
Seahawks and Lions.
It's just
No.
bound to be a shootout every time I play.
We did. So we kind of did predict like how the game would go. We said it was kind of a trap game. We took the Lions because we like the Lions. Don't hate the Seahawks, and then we did say it was going to be a shootout.
Yeah.
So good on us, boys. Good on us.
For one
We
of
were
the-
wrong about a lot of things this week, but we were right about that one.
Yeah. And for one of the few times in recent history, Sam Laporta looks like a legit fantasy option at tight end for a rookie. You never really
Yeah.
see rookie tight ends make an impact. He looks good.
I was mad at them for trading Hawk, but he's looking like a good replacement, to be honest.
No, and Hawk looks great for Minnesota.
They worked out
Win-win
both
for
ways.
Both girthy dudes.
Yeah,
Both big, girthy dudes who are packing
They're so strong.
Lunchables to bring to practice.
and I believe Amon-Ra got.
Amon-Ra looked
two.
good. His injury looked kind of scary to me because he was limping, but he came back in.
Yeah, he
Finished
did
it.
come back in.
And what
You
the
know
hell
who's-
up with Khalif Raymond having
Yeah.
himself a game, bro?
He's always like a
He's always
sneaky play.
No, it's
Josh
like-
Reynolds had a game too.
Yeah, both of them. Both of them went kind of crazy, honestly.
I'm still not liking what I'm seeing from JSN. I know he's playing behind DK and Lockett, but I don't know.
Well, I thought you'd expect both him and Quentin Johnston to do more, but they have two really good receivers.
Even Metcalf was out for like a quarter with that injury, and we didn't really see him get involved.
Another kudos to you, Cabral. You did say Geno Smith would bounce back. So
Yo, and I
let's see how-
said T. Higgins would be a love this week, or bounce back, whatever you want to call it. You should just listen to me. That's all I gotta say. Just listen to me.
2 TDs.
all right, let's get to the next game. Bucks versus Bears, Buccaneers, 27-17.
Let me start this off. Mike Evans, I'm sorry that you went in the 6th round in our fantasy draft.
No, he looks unbelievable.
Yeah, he looked
171
unreal.
yards,
And
2 tutties.
Baker looks dangerous.
He
He's
does
looking like
look
a good
dangerous.
quarterback.
I wasn't high on him going into
think-
the year, but
I think he just fits like the Buck system. Like I don't know what it is.
No, the Bucks are just a gritty
I
team.
mean,
and
yeah,
a
Yeah.
gritty quarterback.
I mean, he has weapons, which is
I-
good that he's actually using.
the only
them
weapon that
instead.
I'm not a fan of is Rashad White.
No, I think White sucks. Honestly.
didn't he
I
have
think
a
he's
tutty
like
today?
Yeah, but like he doesn't look like a true RB1 for them.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, so like, are the Buck? I know they versed the Vikings and the Bears.
Bucks are winning that division.
Are they sneaky good?
They're winning the division. I don't care.
I
Over
mean,
the
they might. They,
Falcons?
over the
I think
Falcons,
they'll lose.
over the Saints, over the Panthers.
Interesting.
The Big Show's coming. Revenge tour.
He did look good.
You see him last week too. I don't think we brought it up, but he like stiff armed one of the.
Yeah, that
corners,
was-
and
that
he's
was
like,
a
Get
good-
your weight up, little boy.
Yeah.
They need to. They need
He's
to
been in
mic
the
up
gym.
every NFL player. That would be awesome.
Yeah, and I just want to give a quick fuck you to the guy on Twitter. I tweeted this like 2 months ago at Book It with Trent for his goat wheel. He didn't end up taking it, but Mike Evans on Prize Picks, his yards was at like 850. Let's just note this guy has eclipsed 1,000 yards every single season of his career, and NFL is now 17 games a year, and he's eclipsed 1,000 every single time. And I put it on there, and some dude was like,
What's his handle?
I forget. I'll bring it up later when Mike Evans goes off again. But he added me and was like, "No, Baker Mayfield." And I was like, "Bro, like."
If he could do it with Jameis, he could do it. With
I was like, he did it with fucking Jameis, bro.
I know.
And he was like, Baker Mayfield, and I was like, you know what? I actually tweeted at him today, and I was like, LOL.
And he did it with Fitz, I think, on the TV right now.
Yeah, I mean, fucking
Mike's just
yeah,
old
fuck that
reliable,
guy.
bro.
Yeah, fuck
all,
that guy.
All I could say is book it with Trent. If you ever watch this, you were the worst better in the history of betting.
Hey, book with Trent. You won me my T.J. Hawkinson first touchdown. Don't listen.
I think you're the most overrated bettor in
Oh
the
my God.
history
We're
of
starting
betting.
beef. We're starting.
I-
beef.
I love me some Booker with Trent.
No,
I think he's a funny ass dude.
The only thing you got to do is just fade him. That's the whole point of his page.
No,
You
but
just
that's
gotta
why I
fade
think
him.
he's bad. I think that he puts out picks. People take his picks. Obviously, there's not like a gun to your head saying you have to take his picks, but you take his picks, and they don't hit. Like he's the worst bettor
Unlike ours, who hit.
percentage wise.
I'm just gonna defend him right now. We weren't too hot this week.
We weren't, but he's never been hot, so I don't
This
know.
is a
There's
weird,
never
this
been
is
a
a weird
flame.
week. Like it's rare when you don't see Trevor Lawrence throw a touchdown.
I mean, we did say there was a lot of trap games this week. I mean, the Chargers Titans line was crazy, -3.
The lines are sketchy. It's,
Yeah, all the lines are sketchy. I mean, another one was Ravens Bengals. Bengals are -3.
Packers Falcons. Falcons were favorited. Packers did cover the spread though.
I mean, yeah, just all time trap week. But
We weren't too hot either. So
I like Trent. Trent's a good dude. I think he's funny as fuck. But let's get into the next game. Chiefs Jags. This was a boring game.
disappointment. Like, Mahomes didn't look great until the second half. Trevor just didn't look good at all. And except that one drive where he gave Christian Kirk the ball like 8 times in a row. Saved me my fantasy week. But
This might be the year where the Chiefs like a first round exit. Like I'm not gonna give up on them yet, but
well, no, Kelsey's just got to get like back into the
yeah,
groove.
he
you know?
dropped a wide open touchdown.
Chris Jones made a huge difference too. I mean,
Yeah, but Kadarius Toney actually didn't look too bad today.
I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
part of the reason why they won. We did say if Kadarius Toney can catch one pass, that's an improvement.
And Sky Moore looked good too.
Yeah.
Moore did look good. Travis Kelce caught a tutty, never a doubt.
And he dropped one later in the game too. Dropped the touch.
Doesn't matter. Had him anytime touchdown and got it. Jameer Gibbs fucked me though.
Yeah, Jameer Gibbs screwed my parlay too.
Calvin Ridley looked insane. I think he's
When doesn't he?
Today?
Though?
yeah, he looked insane today. You didn't see that? You didn't see the
He had
game?
a lot of good catches.
Did he?
Yeah.
No, I think he went 2
They
for 29.
barely. I mean, they just barely showed that game on Red Zone.
No,
He
but
had
the-
one catch.
No,
that
one
was
of his
unreal.
catches though was
It's
like
because he didn't he get hurt for
yeah, he bounced off the field goal post.
Christian Kirk looked really good today though. Like 11 catches, 111 yards.
yeah, Nick. I don't know about that. I mean, last week he looked insane, but
He was
Ridley
get- no,
only
he
had
was
2
getting
catches
open.
for 32 yards.
He was getting open. Trevor Lawrence just wasn't hitting today.
Yeah, I mean,
He didn't
Yeah,
really
Trevor
look
was
good today.
off, dude.
Yeah,
And they
Ridley
gave,
was open a lot though.
They weren't giving ETN the ball much either. I don't know why.
Yeah, the Chiefs are good.
I don't agree. I don't think they look that good.
Their offense didn't look good until the second half, but their defense looked good the whole
the
game.
defense. That
looked
offense
elite,
looked ferocious today. Like,
All right, if the Chiefs were to get bounced by a team in the playoffs in the first round, who's bouncing them?
who isn't?
You think the Bengals bounce them?
Yeah.
You think the Bills bounce them?
The Bengals look just.
You
as
think
bad
the
as Chiefs.
Chargers bounce them if they make it?
Yeah. Look at what the Chargers offense is doing though. They're putting up numbers. What are the Chiefs doing?
Yeah, but their defense is ass.
What the Chiefs offense is ass. It evens out.
I don't know about all that.
You got to
You're
have
basing
faith
it
in
off,
Mahomes.
You're basing it off 2 weeks. That's kind of.
I didn't say that. I said I think they could be a first round exit. Look at what their
I know,
offense
but
is
who's
doing.
going to eliminate them in the first
Any
round?
one of the teams you just named.
The Chargers are not eliminating them in the first round.
I know a team who's
It's
going to
possible.
eliminate them, and that's
The Dolphins.
the Finns. Fins up!
Well,
Dolphins.
if the Finns win the division, then they
I
won't.
doubt they win the
Yeah.
division, to be honest.
If the Jets make the playoffs, they're bouncing.
No,
Patrick
the Jets
Mahomes.
probably aren't even going to make the playoffs.
That's true. That's a good one. Trying to think of like some other playoffs.
I think
teams that might
Bengals
make
bounce
it.
them because they always start off slow. They're going to have an elite offense eventually. But I doubt they play first round, so.
You think the Pats could?
Well, if the Ravens win the division,
No.
then they could play the Bengals
I just think
because the Chiefs are winning the West. I mean, the Chargers.
I think
aren't winning
their
the West.
offense is going to get way better. I think they're going to find the rhythm. Kelsey's going to be playing way better, but they have to put up more points than they've been doing. Two games in a row, like they're just not scoring.
Yeah, I mean,
They didn't get in the red zone until like the second half.
true.
Yeah, with the boring first half. And
Yeah, I mean, this game was all time
But
boring. I think
Mahomes
the Chiefs.
always finds a way to win.
I
so
think
they-
that offense bounces back.
No, they definitely bounce back, but they have to do more if they want to beat these elite offenses.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the Jags are a pretty good offense. I beat them today.
And their defense just is what's been like winning them won them today, but it kept them close with Detroit last week. The offense looked awful last week. Not Mahomes' fault, Tony's fault, Sky's fault, all of them, and no Kelsey. But no, their offense is gonna find their groove soon. They're still the team to beat in the AFC in my
I
eyes.
still think they need to trade for a wide receiver one.
Mike Evans isn't getting traded. No, I don't.
Yeah, no
see it.
shot. He's going to get the
Definitely not.
extension, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, Mahomes still had a 300-yard, two pass and tutty gain, 30 rushing yards.
Yeah, Mahomes is the whole offense at this point. Like,
What do we got next?
Next up, we're heading into the 4 o'clock game, boys. Giants and Cardinals. Cardinals cover again. They were up 28-7, and the Giants
Yeah, they
led
blew
a
it.
huge comeback. I'm still not high on the Giants.
No.
You don't go down 28-7.
and they just, but I'm praying Barkley's all right, but him getting hurt's not.
You
ideal
can't
for them.
allow 28 or whatever amount of points to the Cardinals with Josh Dobbs as like the quarterback and no good weapon.
People
in
are
that
sleeping
entire
on
offense.
Dobbs, dude.
Yeah, that Dobbs run was insane.
You know, it
Keep
was
sleeping
J-
on James Conner. too.
Josh Dobbs sucks. Like he's
Nah, yeah.
not scoring. His offense shouldn't score 20-something points. It just
Marquise
shouldn't.
Brown looked really good, though.
No, yeah, Marquise did look good.
I mean, he was spreading it around. There was a couple receivers that was doing good. I think Rondell Moore had a couple catches.
their rookie Michael Wilson had a couple decent
Yep.
ones too.
Yeah, I'm still not high on the Giants.
Daniel
I-
Jones ended up with a great fantasy day though. He went over 30 points.
Yeah, I still
More than
disagree
Burrow.
that they paid Daniel Jones over Saquon.
Hyatt looked really good. as a
Hyatt
rookie.
did look good. Hyatt he's showing he can do exactly
How
what
long
he did
has
in
this game
college.
been on?
It just
30
started.
seconds.
I was about to say.
But Hyatt's showing like exactly what he did in college and
Yeah, Vernon.
Burn.
Fair to say, Pats have the best throwbacks.
I like them and the Dolphins throwbacks.
Yeah, but you just like the Dolphins. That's
No,
why.
but their old unis
Wait.
are fire with like the classic Dolphin
I
I feel
logo.
like you're more of a Dolphins fan than a Pats
All right,
fan.
what's
I'm not a
next on
Pats
the,
fan at all.
Recap.
Next on the recap is Jets and Cowboys. Cowboys dominate 30-10. We were wrong about that, boys. Cowboys blew them out.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
70-10 point difference.
I
in 2
think
weeks.
I think Jets did kind of like hold them for a while.
Yeah, it was close for a
Yeah,
little bit.
I
Do you
mean-
think that that's a different outcome with Rodgers?
100%
Oh, yeah.
because Rodgers is going to keep that offense on the field a little
Yeah.
longer so the defense can get more rest. And yeah, I feel terrible for Jets fans.
So
I know.
Parsons, I think 100% is winning Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, he's nasty.
Dude, that
Yeah,
that
he's
sack
an
is
animal.
like crawling into camera. Like, he's
like a little puppy.
oh my god, dude.
There was one bright spot in this whole game for the Jets offense, and it was that one 70-yard
Garrett Wilson.
touchdown to Garrett. Like Brees
He
Hall
looks
didn't
good no
look
matter
good,
who's throwing
Cook
the
didn't.
ball.
Well, and Zach Wilson didn't make too many mistakes. He just couldn't move the ball.
Yeah,
that interception, though, was disgusting. That was gross.
The Dallas defense looks pretty freaking sharp too. They look like damn near the best defense.
Parsons
in the league.
might be one of the best defensive players ever at the end of his career. Actually.
Oh, he had
for
GOAT
sure.
potential, dude. Seriously.
I'm trying to see who they verse next week, because I mean they did verse the Giants week 1 and they versed the Zach Wilson Jets week 2.
I want to see how their defense.
They verse the Cardinals next week. That's freaking
Watch
crazy.
Dobbs somehow go crazy.
I'd say their first test is the Patriots week 4 in Dallas. After that, they have a couple of good matches. Then they follow up with the Niners, and then the Chargers, and the Rams, and then the Eagles. So that's a nice little 5-week stretch for Joe to shit on the Cowgirls.
I'm just not a fan of the Cowboys.
I don't know how anyone could be. If you're not from.
I don't
Dallas.
like them. I don't dislike them.
I just hate their fan base, dude.
Mac Jones just got crushed.
Yeah, that's how most people think. Yeah, I mean, not much more to say about this game. It was just a blowout. I mean,
yeah.
No, but that 5-game stretch you were talking about, I think that's where you really see if Dallas is legit.
Yeah.
You got to see how the defense
We haven't really
holds
seen
up.
Dak have to do anything, really, because their defense is being
he
so
did
good.
have some good
he had
passes
great-
to CeeDee Lamb today and Gallup.
But we haven't really seen him have to get a drive.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, this next 5 weeks, they're going. Well, after next week when they verse the Cardinals, they should win. But
if this defense stays legit all year, all Dak Prescott has to be is Jimmy Garoppolo.
And just
go
not
out there
turn
and
the ball
manage a
over.
game.
Yeah.
Just manage a game. Don't try to be Josh Allen. Just literally go out there and don't make mistakes.
yeah, I think Patriots are going to put them to the test week 4.
Yeah,
and if they dominate that game, they can compete with an. Oh, well, they do versus the 49ers the next week, and
I
the
can't wait for that
49ers look really good too. So that's going to be a good
The
one.
49ers offense is just insane.
Speaking of, let's get into that game. 49ers Rams cover. They lose 30-23, unfortunately.
So
that was a tight game. Rams gave them
Yeah.
a run for their money.
Because of my boy Puka Nakua.
oh my
Yes,
god,
sir.
I'm
Put some
so
respect
happy
on his name.
I picked him up in fantasy.
He just set the record for most receptions or 2 games by a
20
rookie.
targets.
Yeah, dude. They're just making him Cooper Kupp.
He had over 100 yards again too.
I think it was 150 tonight.
Tutu Atwell looked good too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They have a good young.
The
duo
Rams,
of
the
them.
Rams are like a little sneaky team.
Oh,
I
and,
think
and Cam Akers a healthy scratch.
nice.
Yeah, they're put him back on the trade block officially.
He's probably gonna end up on the Colts somehow, and then Jonathan Taylor's gonna end up in LA with the 0 picks that they
Nah,
have.
he'll end up in Miami.
I don't know where Cam Akers could go at this point.
Yeah, so my take on the Rams, because, I mean, we all know what the 49ers are. They're going to be in the contention for the Super Bowl for the NFC, along with the Cowboys and the Eagles of what we know right now.
Something
But-
that I did pick up on, though, is Purdy was missing a lot of deep throws
He did miss a couple deep throws today.
that would
but
have resulted in
But
touchdowns.
I feel like being the San Francisco 49ers quarterback, all you got to do is manage games just like how Jimmy G used to.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out
I still
there.
think Brock Purdy's a good quarterback.
Oh,
though.
yeah,
yeah,
but I'm
he
just
is.
saying you don't have
and
to
you
come
gotta
out and
remember,
be a
his arm's
superstar.
probably not completely 100%.
Still hasn't lost a regular season start yet either.
Wow, that's actually crazy. I didn't know that.
I mean,
the
low
white
key. I mean, the only loss he really has is against the Eagles, and he
Wasn't
I
even
mean,
his fault.
yeah, it wasn't
He
even
played,
his fault. He got
10%
hurt.
of that game.
Exactly. So, hey, we could see it happen. Another thing I had is the Rams. They do look like a legit team that can maybe fight for a playoff spot in the NFC. Not like a contender, but especially when they get Cooper Kupp back. I mean, they could. I can see them as a team that spoils games for teams that need wins later in the season. They'll look back on it they needed this they won against the Seahawks last week. If Seahawks somehow don't make playoffs, it's we could have won that game against the Rams. Rams spoiled it for us,
Yeah. Well, I could honestly, at this point, see the Rams being a wild card team.
No, absolutely.
Stafford still looks like Stafford.
Bro, the arm looks unreal. He's throwing darts.
Yeah, and Cooper Kupp is still not playing yet.
And we don't know when he's coming back. It could probably week
They said
5.
week 5, yeah.
Probably week 5, but you know him. He tweaks injuries all the time, so could hold him on longer.
No, yeah, that guy can't stay healthy.
Yeah. Oh, so another note I had about the Jets. They play in 5 upcoming primetime games.
Oh my god.
we have Zach
tough.
Wilson in Week 4, Sunday Night Football against the Chiefs. We have Week 8, Monday Night Football against the Chargers. We have Week 9. This is going to be one hell of a showdown. We have Week 9, Sunday Night Football, Zach Wilson versus Jimmy G and the Raiders. And then we have Week 11, Black Friday against the Dolphins. I think it was like 3 p.m. or whatever. Then Week 16, that could probably get flexed maybe, but Thursday Night Football against the Browns.
The Chargers are going to lose that game somehow. I
know,
guarantee it. I
100%.
guarantee it.
Should we put in the reminders? Bet the Jets.
Bet the
Week-
Jets against the Chargers.
Week 8, Monday Night Football against the Chargers.
Oh, did you guys
Already on
see that there's a chance Rodgers is back for the playoffs if they can like get close to it? Like he got this new innovative surgery. They're saying like
yeah,
this trial
I mean,
thing.
dude, the Cowboys are a good team. I'm not like, I know how we were saying like, you know, the Jets could like still maybe win some games with that defense, and if Zach Wilson can manage it. The Cowboys were a really good team. I think they do have a pretty tough upcoming schedule for the Jets. It's like the Patriots, Chiefs, but after that, I don't know who they verse. But if they can get some wins, what are you looking at? The Fly? Oh,
Big as hell,
shit.
bro.
What is that, a moth?
No, I don't know what the hell.
It looked like a moth.
Thing
Kinda.
attacked
That's
me.
that thing's a friggin' demon slayer, dude.
It was a pterodactyl, I think.
I'm gonna go kill it. I'll be right back. Continue.
So, yeah.
Should we just edit this out?
Yeah.
Zach Wilson. No, it's a good clip. Dude, it's a moth. Just
It doesn't bite.
let it fly around.
We'll edit this out.
We're not sponsored by Zins, boys. Not yet.
I wanted to kill that thing.
3rd and 3. Do we get a stop here?
All right.
But yeah, Week 8 versus the Chargers. Book it for the Jets.
100%.
Still
Miami's
taking the
rolling
Chargers.
down the field.
Staley's gonna find.
All right, boys. Let's stay focused. We got one more game and then movie characters draft.
Can't wait.
Broncos Commanders. Wild game. I am so happy the Broncos lost. Russell Wilson still looks like doo-doo kind
It sucks
of.
because I'm
He had a few good throws today. I'll give it to him, but
That Hail Mary.
yeah, so they were up 21-3. Commanders rally back. Mims looked really good. Had that nice punt return for him too.
They just can't get the run game going. Like, I'm a big Javonte Williams fan, but they don't even give him the ball.
He had a couple good runs today, though.
Yeah, but they just don't.
Yeah.
They don't run the ball.
Yeah, that Hail Mary at the end was crazy too. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the 2-point conversion, so
I know.
Commanders win and cover the spread,
Brian
baby.
Robinson went crazy. He had like 2 touchdowns.
Who would have thought
Antonio
the
Gibson had a good-
Commanders are 2-0?
I know.
The NFC beast.
Howell had a nasty throw to McLaren.
Bro, McLaurin's touchdown catch was insane.
Speaking of that, do you think Howell's the guy, like going forward, like in the future?
I don't think we've seen enough of him yet, like in real competition.
He's the starter for this year and probably
Yeah,
that
this-
Broncos defense is pretty legit though, and Howell put up 35 points on him.
Yeah.
I don't know if Washington had like a defensive touchdown or anything, but 35 points against that Broncos defense.
I know. You see Kareem Jackson's like headhunting hit too that he got
Yeah.
ejected for. Damn near killed Logan Thomas. Like I thought he was dead.
Yeah, so like noting that, if the Commanders can keep putting up a good offensive performance, like Eric Bieniemy needs to get a head coaching job.
100%.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous that he doesn't have one yet.
He should be the head coach of Ron Rivera, dude. Riverboat Ron's overrated.
I kind of agree with that.
I don't know how he's still a head coach.
I think he has like a 500 win career percentage. I don't even think he has 100 wins yet.
No, I know. Like, I just think he's overrated. You always got to think his teams obviously aren't great, but his only good one was like I guess the 2015 Panthers. But after that, he hasn't done anything. He had a cool story though, like beat cancer and shit, and came back. I think that's why he still has a job.
Alrighty.
The
What I'm
character,
saying, that's respect.
the
Back
character,
in
the
football.
character arc, probably the
Oh,
best
yeah.
in NFL, maybe.
Nah, Dan Campbell's.
All right. That wraps up Sunday slate of week 2. We have 2 more games on tomorrow. We'll recap them Thursday probably. A little short recap.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it's the Panthers and Saints and the Steelers and Browns. So we'll have a recap for that and then the standings. And we're possibly paying out a winner $20, so the pot will still be at 20 next week if he ends up
Yeah.
winning.
Yeah.
What if he doesn't? It will be 25 or 30.
Yeah, so we'll get into that on Thursday. So let's move on, boys. Movie characters draft.
So what's the order?
Me, you, Nick, Cabral.
All right, I'll respect that.
So with my first pick, I'm gonna go with an all-time guy who can just do it all. Forrest Gump.
I had
Okay.
him as a sleeper. I think you could have got him in a couple rounds, if I'm being honest.
He's an iconic fucking
He's
character.
iconic, but I think the
Tom Hanks.
I'm
I'm
not
not
a-
shit.
Dude, that movie's
I'm
legendary.
not gonna give Tom Hanks any credit.
No,
Cabral knows. I'm just
we can't
Jen
talk
A.
Tom on the air.
no Tom Hanks. Here.
I do think he's a simp. I mean,
He's worse than a simp.
He's way worse.
yeah,
than a
he's
simp.
gonna get.
Yeah,
it.
I'm just-
I
we're
mean,
not gonna
listen,
get
the
into
guy's
that.
brains isn't. Wait, are we talking about Tom Hanks or Forrest Gump?
We're talking
Tom
about
Hanks.
real
Oh,
life
actually-
Tom
actually,
Hanks.
yeah,
wait,
we're talking
we
about
gotta get
Forrest
into
Real
Gump.
life
We
Tom
can't-
Hanks.
We can't associate the actors with the character. Let's just movie characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just
So-
wanted to say.
All right,
Yeah,
but dude,
yeah.
Forrest Gump fucking
No, yeah,
fights in Vietnam,
He runs fast.
runs
too.
everywhere, college football legend,
Yeah.
He likes-
ping pong
He likes the
legend,
box of chocolates. Too.
Jenna.
Jenna.
You gave
All right,
me
so
AIDS.
with my first pick, I'm going John Wick.
I had him written down. Good pick.
Excommunicado, Jonathan Wick.
With my third pick, I'm going Sam Witwicky.
It's a
Love
great
it.
With
pick.
your third
I love
pick?
most underrated movie character.
I think he's the most underrated actor in general. Like,
Shia LaBeouf is in my top 3 most underrated.
I just think
We'll do an actor draft.
Yeah,
soon,
that
too.
we'll save that.
We'll save that. Yeah. I'm gonna start off. my
Nick,
first
who was your
round
pick?
Sam Witwicky.
From Transformers.
Transformers.
Wit Wiki.
The
Oh,
Beavers.
Megan Fox in those movies. Oh.
Should draft her.
Now, with my first pick, I'm going with a Sith Lord. He had a great character arc. I'm going Anakin Skywalker. So
I
that's
love
my
it.
I love
favorite.
that
I love
one.
it.
And I'm gonna come back with my favorite movie ever, Michael Corleone from The Godfather.
I like that pick too.
He's just the goat, man. Like he could just, snap of his fingers, you're dead if he doesn't like you.
You will
That's how it
try.
works in the mafia world.
I would love to be part of the mafia. That'd be sick.
All right, Nick, back to you.
My second pick, I'm going Joseph Cooper from Interstellar.
Oh,
That's a
love
great
it.
pick.
I think it's.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say the best movie ever, but it's definitely in my
Don't
top
make me
3.
leave, Merv.
It's my favorite too.
Yeah, I think the visuals in the movie, I think the actors that they chose, I think the whole storyline of the movie is just unreal. It's like breathtaking.
Yeah, I can just relate to him so much when like he does the little like no. Like whenever I put in a bet like the Chargers today, I just look back at myself and I'm like no.
You want to redo time every time I put
Don't
in a
let
bet.
me bet the Chargers, Ryan.
You're
Yeah, I
keeping
agree.
track of the picks, right?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
cool.
Is
Who's
it me or
next?
Safalo?
It's Joseph.
I'm gonna go Patrick Bateman.
I knew he
Great
was
pick.
going to come off the board soon.
Love him.
I
Good
also
serial-
thought you listened to Costello.
He could be in the serial killer or villain draft that we do in the
Yeah,
near
I think
future.
he qualified.
He qualifies.
That'll be
That's a questionable
that's a sick category.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna do that
that's a good
Halloween
one.
special. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Patrick Bateman.
Swallow got the back-to-back here.
All right, my first pick of the back-to-back. I'm gonna go Rocky Balboa.
Oh,
All time.
I agree.
mean, this guy has what, like 6 movies, and then like in two of the Creed movies,
No, that I was hoping to get him on this turn.
just
I
the
really
all-time
was.
underdog. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with
No,
Rocky.
he's an icon. He's like literally like the boxing icon.
so how many rounds are we doing with this? Because there's a lot of good
We can
picks.
talk about this all day. I feel like it's like
I could do a 20-round. I could do a 20-round draft of this.
So we're gonna do 8 rounds.
It's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you can take the hit and keep moving forward.
right,
How much you can hit.
All right, is it me again?
No,
Wait,
it's me.
we're
it's me.
talking
you go
about
back.
Rocky Balboa here. We're not making fun of people.
yeah, it's Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, we're gonna make that clear.
All right, with my third pick, give me Ron Burgundy.
Damn it! You took the 2 guys I thought I was getting 2.
Who the hell is Julius Caesar? You know I don't follow the NBA.
That's the most iconic line, dude, in a comedy.
All right.
ever. Like,
I'm gonna go with another chosen one like Anakin Skywalker.
Skywalker.
Harry Potter.
I agree.
You're a wizard, Harry.
He's definitely an icon. I personally not crazy about the movie.
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
No, I'm not too big into it.
Yeah, 'cause
Dude,
you guys,
you got to get into it, man.
you guys aren't real
You
fans.
got to watch it, bro.
I
I was
have
the same
watched
way.
it.
No, I was the same way.
Robbie's gonna agree with me. Probably second best franchise of all time.
I don't
next to
hate the
Marvel.
Harry
Potter movies. I'm just not big into them.
Star Wars is better than Harry Potter.
There's no way.
Disney once Disney picked up Star Wars, it's been falling to shit.
Well, I'm saying the first 6 movies.
They don't. I don't think those compare to Harry Potter franchise.
Questionable opinion here. I think the prequels are better than the OGs.
I'd agree with that.
A lot of people hate that take, but
No, I'd agree with that.
who's picking it now? Back to Joe.
No, it's
No,
not.
Oh,
me.
no, Nick.
I'm going to go. So I'm in a war movie, so I'm going to go Chris Kyle.
Oh, damn, that's a good
I'm
pick.
going to go Chris Kyle. I think, war movies are my favorite genre of movie. And I just think
Military man.
I just think that the actor himself, well, Bradley Cooper, I just think that he played him so well in the role. And I just think that everything was kind of filmed, not exactly how Chris Kyle's life was, but I think he portrayed it like the best out of
He's
anyone
just
else.
a badass sniper. I mean, that's all you need for the explanation.
Yeah.
I don't think many people appreciate this pick, but it's a personal favorite for me. I love the video game too. Joe's gonna like it. I'm taking Scott Pilgrim.
Oh my! You motherfucker! I literally had him for my next pick.
I knew if I didn't take him here, you were gonna grab him.
What
I
do
love
I
that
do?
movie.
Bread makes you fat. I can quote that movie. I think it's top 3 comic book movie of all time.
Michael Cera's so funny, bro.
Oh my god, he's the goat.
I can go a lot of ways here, but I think I'm gonna stick in like kind of a comedy genre. I'm gonna take my boy Billy Madison.
Love it.
Good pick.
Dude.
I had him on my list.
Yeah, when
an
he's
aw-
walking
that's an
down
awesome
the
pick.
stairs, like dancing down.
I'll tumble
For ya, I'll tumble for ya. We're gonna choreograph that, and that'll be like an intro to the video.
Nice little
Did
bet
Dolphins
winning
score?
video.
I have no
I
idea.
don't know.
Damn, we
Yo,
got
so
through that
Nick,
draft.
your pick.
Yeah, it's me. I'm going Teddy Daniels from Shutter Island.
Love it too.
Most underrated, not underrated, but
No,
I think
I'd say it's Shutter Island's a pretty underrated Scorsese movie.
yeah, and I think Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie was it's just unreal. Like the whole movie, like from the beginning to the end, and after you like rewatch the movie and you kind of know like of all the other parts in the movie, like the little
I
things
know.
that you
What's
catch
his
on.
like real name in the movie?
Teddy Daniels.
No. Because you know how like he gets called Teddy Daniels, and then like there's like his real name, because he believes he's Teddy Daniels.
Yeah,
No, yeah, you're right.
His name is something else. Do you remember?
No, I forget.
No, I'll look it up.
But like you see like the water scene when like he's talking to
Is what-
the girl in the
yeah, and it
hospital.
plays the best song in my opinion that appears in Arrival and The Last of Us episode 3.
Oh, it's right there. Blends in with the couch.
All right, whose pick is it now?
It's
Joe's.
me, and I'm gonna go Neo from The Matrix.
That's
Good
a really
pick.
good pick.
I saw
real-
it on like all the top 100 characters.
I think
Let's-
that movie
yeah, me too.
changed the game for cinema. 1999, those visuals, the choreography, cinematography,
Oh, that was
the score.
That was definitely like an influential movie for like.
It changed the
Effects.
game for everything. It even changed life. Like everyone thinks they're
I
in
know.
everything's the Matrix. Like Neo, he's another chosen one. Oh my
Nah, he
team's
is.
just a bunch of chosen ones. I love it.
And your fantasy team's name is
The chosen one, which is Anakin Skywalker.
I'm sorry, I took him.
It's all right.
So
You think
for
you can
my
defeat me?
my first back to back, I'm gonna go with some girl power here again. Guys just got something against the females. I'm gonna go Katniss Everdeen from the
I had
Hunger
her on
Games.
my list.
Yeah, she was sneaking up in my list too. I like it.
I mean, just an all time bad.
How many movies is
Girl
she
on
in?
fire.
Because now when
And
like
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence or
She's
Katniss?
my celebrity crush.
she's smoked. for
Love me
sure.
some Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Still haven't
Is
seen
it
her in
back?
the
Is it
movie.
back to me?
No. I have another one.
Well, after that, is it back to me?
Yep.
All right.
So for my second on the back to back,
Give me Woody from Toy Story.
Damn it,
dude. Talk about an all-time guy who just does anything for his friends. And then he just I pray to God they don't make a Toy Story 5 because he had the perfect ending.
Oh yeah, he did.
He needs to live his own life.
Toy Story 4, very emotional movie too.
So with my next pick, I'm going Jules Winfield from Pulp Fiction.
love
I
that.
had him on my list too. Damn it.
Any,
Damn it!
Any Samuel Jackson performance in a
You read the
Tarantino
Bible,
movie?
Brett?
Dude.
You ever hear the passage?
Icon of that movie.
Ezekiel 20.
Did I tell the motherfucker?
What?
You just sounded just like him.
What country you from? What isn't a country I ever heard of?
Me, Samuel Jackson.
They speak English and what? I can reenact like that whole scene.
Yeah.
Hidden talent. Is it me?
Rue.
So
Royale
this next one, you guys, well, Joseph's definitely gonna know it. It's an underrated. You guys probably won't even know it, but it's from the movie Eyes Wide Shut. Bill Harford.
Oh,
by
you
Tom
ended up
Cruise.
watching it?
Yeah, I ended up watching it. If you guys haven't watched it and you guys are into conspiracy theories, it's just an unreal movie.
Stanley Kubrick is the greatest director of all time. He paved the way for cinema. That's all I'm going to say, because I'm not going to get into the movie drafts until we do it.
Oh, we got to do a director draft too. We could
Yeah.
low-key figure that one out. Like, get enough
I could,
rounds.
I could
I
do
don't
eight.
know a lot
I
of
could do
directors, if
50
I'm
rounds of
being
that
honest.
right now.
I'd have to do research for sure.
Yeah, that's. I don't know about that.
But what? This is my 5th pick, so I have.
This is your 5th, and then you'll go back to back. So.
Okay, we're doing 8 rounds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So with this pick, I'm gonna go with another Al Pacino character. I'm going Antonio Montana.
I like
Legendary.
Say hello to my little friend.
That could have been like potentially like the best movie ever. The ending was just so stupid though. I thought like the stuff with his sister at the end too. That was just cringe. I didn't even want that in the movie. It ruined it for me.
Mhm.
All right, you got a back to back, buddy.
Oh,
Oh.
pleasant surprise. Well, now I'm kind of all messed up here, but I gotta go with my boy McLovin.
Oh, I love it, dude. You honestly got some
Just a fan
sneaky. You got
favorite.
some sneaky ones.
Iconic character.
Yeah, I feel
Paved
like,
the way for fake IDs.
Oh, he really did. Joey, you're up,
name the
right?
fucking book.
No, it's Nick.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go, I don't know what pick this is, but I'm just going to say it. I'm going War Daddy from Fury. By
Love it.
Brad Pitt. Again, another war movie. I just think Brad Pitt, amazing actor, and I think he portrayed the role of being that leader in that movie during the time of a war, and I just think it was a great movie, great actor.
You can
So,
pick anyone in that movie, to be honest.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf too in that movie is unreal.
So I'm gonna go the Terminator.
That's a good pick.
Patriots fumble.
Very good pick. I wasn't even thinking him, bro. Honestly.
Dolphins.
The Terminator.
recover.
Another James Cameron masterclass that paved the way for cinema.
What was your pick?
The Terminator.
Terminator. All right.
For my 6th pick, first back to back, I'm gonna go. Give me an all-time iconic character. Give me Jack Sparrow.
I like
that's
it.
a
Oh
really
yes,
good pick.
Johnny Depp.
He was gonna be on my wraparound pick.
That's a
And then for my 2nd in a back-to-back, I'm stuck between a couple. I think this guy can wrap around to me in the last round, so I'm gonna go with Jordan Belfort.
Love
that's a
it.
really,
Yes.
Wolf of
really
Wall
good
Yes.
Street.
pick.
I will have an incoming Wolf of Wall Street speech skit coming.
I'm not
We're also gonna start doing skits. There should be one in the front of this video.
I'm not leaving.
Is it gonna be at the end or in the
It's gonna
beginning?
be in the beginning.
Okay, so there's gonna be a
They
skit
already
in the
seen
beginning
it
of the
by now.
video, so you'll have already seen it.
So you went double already.
Yep, it's your pick.
I'm gonna go. You were the chosen one. I'm gonna go Obi-Wan Kenobi here.
Yes.
I felt like there had to be a couple Star Wars guys getting picked
Yeah,
here.
I think them two. You could say Yoda,
Yoda,
and
too.
Luke, but I think Obi-Wan and Anakin are just the most
100%.
iconic Star Wars characters.
100%.
My pick.
Yes.
So I'm going from A Bronx Tale, Sonny. Sorry if I kind of mess up the last name, Lo Spicchio.
I wanted him.
Unreal movie.
That's
Ye-
one of my favorite movies ever.
Dude, honestly, it's like I've watched it like 3-4 times. It's awesome. It's just-
that's my money.
yeah.
They got a lot of warriors.
The mom wants to keep the money. She's like, we need that. We need that.
I
Unreal.
don't want you to have that money. That's bad money.
After this,
earned it, Dad.
we got to do some honorable mentions though, because I'm really torn here.
Yeah.
There's a few people I want to go. But
Wait, was that last round?
No,
No,
we're on.
so-
I'm on my 7th and 8th right here.
All right.
Yeah, so these are Cabral's last picks, and then it wraps around. I have the last one.
I'm gonna take a character that I know Joseph loves too. I'm gonna go Donnie Darko.
Fuck, dude. I was able to pick him next.
That movie's so
Alright.
goated. And then I'm really torn here, but I feel like I just gotta get some woman power on my team and pair up Anakin. I gotta take my girl Padme,
Padme.
the ultimate childhood
Fuck.
crush.
She's
Natalie
literally
Portman's
yo,
elite.
she's my wife. I'm sorry. Like,
No, legit, dude. Like, greatest like woman character.
You know
ever.
what? Good job for having girl power on your team.
you just broke Cabril's iPhone 15. Please sponsor us.
Yeah. Good job, girl power. Let's
I
go.
love it. Me?
Yeah,
I'm going Calvin Candy from Django Unchained.
love it.
Racist piece of shit.
No, that's why I didn't want to do this pick because it just makes me seem like I like that character for who he
Nah,
is.
we-
But it just like the movie's amazing, and I think that Leo in that
So
role.
your
is-
favorite character in that movie is a guy who owns a plantation of mad slaves and makes them fight each other.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that that role that he
You could have
played-
picked Django, Dr. Schultz.
No, but Django. That was gonna be my second one.
No,
but
it's all right.
I just think that Leo was unreal in that movie. I think he was
Any
the
Leo
best actor in
any
that movie.
Leo character can be in a movie character draft, like top 5.
Yeah, literally, bro. We can name 8 of his characters in this
So
draft.
with my next pick, I'm going Tyler Durden.
He was on my list. I was between him and Padme and a
I
few
mean,
other
you-
people too.
We can't talk about Fight Club, obviously, but because that's the first rule. So we'll just leave it at that. We don't have to get into it.
All right, for my last pick, he did slip to me. Give me Donnie Burger.
That's
Johnny
good.
Donnie Berger.
Some
Secret tickle time. You guys got a name for it? Yeah.
It's like I'm Donnie Berger.
some notable names.
Just
that-
an all-time guy. I mean, dude, he bangs his teacher and then fucking
Dude.
goes on top of the world, bro. And named his son Han Solo, who we actually did not pick.
Chicken
Yeah.
nugget
That
pocket.
is true. Are we done?
Yeah, but
I-
some notable names I wanted to point out that didn't get drafted that were, I guess, honorable mentions for probably all of us. For starters, I guess Yoda, but Ferris Bueller, I thought.
Ferris Bueller.
Is someone who should
Yeah.
have got picked. I thought James Bond and Jason Bourne are 2 guys who could have got picked.
Jason Bourne. But they're kind of along like the John
oh my
Wick
God,
type.
it's Jason Bourne.
Another one, Gandalf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
One you can go.
this is like, this was a movie I liked a lot when I was a kid. I don't know if you guys really like this comedy, but Ace Ventura was
Yeah.
someone I wanted on my team.
I should have picked
The Mask.
That's
Dude, that's
Oh my
weird.
god, I wasn't even thinking. Honestly, any Jim Carrey character.
What about Optimus Prime too? Guy went undrafted.
That's a
I
good
mean,
one.
Yeah. I didn't
Did we
think
mention
that.
Django? We did mention Dr. Schultz.
Another one.
No Denzel movies though.
Another one that I
Oh,
kind of.
you know
There's
what's
been no
crazy?
Denzel
You know what's
movies.
crazy? I was literally just about to say Coach Boone from Remember the Titans.
The Denzel
Dude.
character I was thinking of was Alonzo Harris. Training
Yeah,
Day.
from Training
One of
Day.
them that I wanted to draft was Zoolander, just for fun.
Yeah, that's why I took McLovin.
Dodgeball.
Yeah, I had Coach Boone from Remember the Titans because it's like, dude, that's just all time.
Yeah.
I feel like you
iconic
have to
movie.
watch that if you play sports.
Blue
Like,
Steel.
Dude,
have
you
to
know what's
watch it.
crazy is like there's some people out there who have never watched Remember the Titans, and it fucking blows.
Bro,
my mind.
Ryan Gosling. Dude.
That movie should be shown.
Oh, I
in
should have picked
schools.
Ken.
Legit.
I should have picked Ken.
Oh,
Ah,
facts.
damn.
And then I don't know if you guys saw No Country for Old Men, but I thought
Yeah.
Anton Chigurh should have got picked.
You're stealing the picks right out of my mouth, dude.
We're not
That's
going
crazy.
Grease. Grease isn't the top movie of all time.
Well, we're just talking
No,
characters.
John
Grease.
Travolta.
Indiana
John
Jones
Travolta.
probably should.
Yeah, my last honorable mention is Happy Gilmore, best
Ah.
golfer of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
That movie changed golf.
Honestly, Will Ferrell Elf, pretty solid one.
Yeah.
That's a good one too. I mean,
Hey, he'll be in the holiday draft.
Oh yeah, Christmas draft,
yeah,
Christmas movie draft. That could be pretty solid.
That one would probably be like 4 rounds. I don't think we get to 8 on that one.
I know.
I probably could, honestly.
Yeah, Joseph's a big movie guy.
Follow me on Letterboxd.
Yeah, when you do that, put his like @ on there
Yeah.
with the letterbox. So yeah, boys, that wraps up the draft. Honorable mentions. We recap the NFL, recap some college football. We're watching the Patriots game right now. It's 3-0 Miami. Miami's driving down the field. Think that about wraps it up. No, anything else?
If you guys think we left any big name movie characters out too, like comment
we
down
we
below.
definitely did because there's already some that I'm thinking
Or if
of.
you disagree with any of our takes, hey, blow us away.
Or,
Yeah.
And
or just
also, guys, we only had 2 people like the TikTok and follow us. It's free money we're offering.
Oh, I know. You guys should be all over that.
Yeah, I mean,
We're not that good at this. So
yeah, like
beat
I
us
said,
either.
if you want to fucking beat us for dildos, I mean,
Damn, I kind of wish I drafted my guy Boba Fett
still thinking the
good
He's in
draft.
your room right now.
and
So
Grogu, Mandalorian.
There was a lot of MCU character that I wanted to draft.
Yeah,
but I know
we're saving that
that
just for
Yeah.
its own thing. It can be.
Yeah, but enter the contest, boys. I mean, our first contestants about to beat us. So
Oh wait, damn it! I should have taken Dom Toretto. He's iconic from Fast and Furious.
Family.
all right, boys, let's wrap up the show.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's just names flying through my head that I'm like pissed at myself for.
All right. Without any more honorable mentions, anything else y'all want to bring up before we end the show?
Add me on Snapchat. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm good.
All right, boys. That wraps up episode 3.
Stay tuned.
Follow us on all the socials. Follow us on YouTube. Peace out. Love you guys.